now, I would like, with a big round of applause, to have on the stage the first startup, Codejet. Remember, you will have 5 minutes for the pitch. Oh, sorry, 3 minutes for the pitch, 5 minutes for the Q&A. This is your microphone. That's your clicker. Please test it if it's working. Yes, super. I will jump on the stage. Yeah, the monitor is not working here. No, it's not working. We don't need it. He doesn't need. He doesn't need. So I will jump on the stage at 3 minutes. Okay?
Hi. So basically we are doing Figma to code converter. However, being a bit more specific, my name is Patrick and I'm the co-founder of Codejet. And since 16 I set up a company called Nebucode, which was a software agency making over 40K MRR monthly. And my co-founder is Sebastian, which is a software architect. And basically, in 5 months, since December 2022, we created a Figma to code converter, and in 1 month after release, we gathered over 6,000 users and 20 million lines of converted code. And I believe that the issue which we solve is that the coders spend too much time on front-end development. Because for now it works in the way that, first of all, UI designer has to design how the app should look like. Afterwards, front-end developer needs to convert each screen manually, screen by screen. Afterwards, developer needs to integrate the backend. And lastly, it needs to be launched in the server. Our competitors tried to solve this issue in a few ways. There are, for instance, ready-made templates, no-code platforms such as, for instance, Bubble, and app generators. However, those doesn't allow you to generate the code and export the code. And in the same time, there are also direct competitors which generate the code, like for instance, Locofy, the Highwise, or Anima. However, those doesn't allow you to create your own components in Figma, so you have to use their components. Or on the other side, they doesn't allow you to generate a proper code which you can then reuse. So it's like the best for landing pages, not full applications. So in Codejet, we solve this issue in the way that you only need to paste the link to Figma to Codejet, and we generate you a code which you can then reuse, and then you just only need to tweak it a little bit, connect the backend, and it's all. Our AI here detects components in Figma, such as, for instance, button, inputs, and so on. However, in the future, we'd like to create a whole app generator from design to code, then to hosting on server. Our users are essentially builders, professional, and enterprises. The first two we target from landing page, and the third one we are targeting from direct sales. And let's say that Codejet is mainly useful for now for builders and enterprises. However, to target more professionals, we need to develop few new features. For now, we have Figma plugin, HTML converter from Figma, and React converter. However, in the future, we'll also go with Vue, WordPress, template marketplace, and so on. Our metrics are for now 10,500 users, 800 weekly active users, 8% retention rate, 30 days retention rate, and as well as 79 paying users. Those are the data from yesterday. And our goals to achieve by the end of 2023 are 500 paid accounts, 3,000 weekly active users, 20% retention rate, a 5 implementation to software agencies, which will give us about $2K MRR monthly. And to achieve those goals, we look for funding.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Big round of applause. Judges, 5 minutes of Q&A for you.
So let's start. Can you hear me? Let's start to
the presentation back.
Can we have the presentation on the screen during the Q&A, please?
So what's your current go-to-market? As you have 3 types of users, so what are you focusing on right now?
Can you please take microphone a bit closer?
Now?
Yep.
Okay. Wow, this is tricky. Okay. So what's your go-to-market right now? And as you have few types of users, like what group of customers are you focusing right now? And what are you doing to increase the retention as a second?
So are you asking what customers are we targeting now?
Yeah.
So basically, as you can see here, our customers are mainly developers, designers, and they build in our application almost anything, static websites, applications, anything.
And what's the go-to-market strategy? Go-to-market strategy, how do you acquire them?
So for now, we use product hunt, we use influencer marketing, and we spend really less money, really not big amount of money on marketing. However, for us, Google Ads working really well. It's something about 10 cents per user, and also influencer marketing. So like we are still having new functionalities, new things, new groups which we target to, and that's essentially it, if you're asking.
Okay. And what can you do to increase retention?
To increase retention. So basically we, for instance, will do hosting of our websites on our site. That's the one thing. Other thing, for instance, is obviously that we will like make users have their components on our site, so they will just have to stay with us longer. So I had somewhere the retention. Okay. I can't hear you.
Does it work? Yeah, now it works. In terms of the customer itself, so you showed basically the user, but I'm curious if the software developer is going to be the customer or if it's going to be a company, and if it's a company, what size company? And then maybe a second question in terms of you handling the design of the design from Figma. To what extent would you be able to determine that? So can you determine various sizes of the landing page or the app based on multiple designs, or would that be something that it would be manually implemented afterwards?
Oh, okay, so the first question is was about like kind of users in the future. I believe that we will focus on professionals and enterprises. That will be the best targeting users, but the target for us in the next couple of months. And the second question was, I couldn't hear you well because this microphone doesn't work properly. However, I was in last few weeks in San Francisco in Figma office, and we are starting to cooperate with them really closely. They have few issues which we target to, and those issues are, for instance, the fact that, as you can see, they have problems with layers in Figma, they have problems with translating designs, and things like this, and we just solve this issue in the best way. And that's why Figma loves us so much, and we will probably be acquired by them in the next one or 2 years, or yes, so we are solving what they can solve. We have algorithms and methods which they don't have.
Well, you say sorry, you say you have like 10,000 users. Like, where are they from mostly?
Where are those users from? So they are basically from mainly product hunt, that was about 2K users, from influencer marketing. Like each influencer campaign like gives us about 2K users more. So like it's also really great for us. And we are also from Google Ads. So
Do you know where geographically they are from as
yeah,
well?
so we have 30% from India and like would say 40% from US, and the other are from whole over the world. So we target primarily users for US and for India.
30 seconds more.
What are you going to do to increase the conversion from users to paid users?
What are we doing to increase conversion, you asked? Okay, so basically like preparing new functionalities, obviously that's the one thing, making our product a bit better for users in the way that, for instance, we allow them to convert whole application, not only single screens, and making our trial a bit smaller, so that's also one thing.
Thank you. Thank you. Your time is over. For any other question, the judges can meet you later.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Big round of applause.